Interesting. We're starting to see young Kanan develop into young Kanan. They need to make some money. Rent is due. Now, there's nothing wrong with rent being due as long as you can pay that rent. My rent's due on the 1st, but I got till the 3rd to pay it, but I pay it on the 29th, so it'll hit the account by the 1st. Well, when you're paying cash, they don't give a fuck about none of that. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. Have the cash on delivery. COD. COD. That means cash on delivery. And I need that by COB. That means close of business. That means if I don't have your 675 by the time the street lights come on, believe that your behind will be up under the street lights when they come on. I don't want the money after the street lights come on. I want the money before the street lights come on. Now, Famous is in here like, hold on, man. But we know that Famous is a junkie. We know that Famous get on that. Oof, it's just a little bit of marijuana, but he get on that junk. Now, Kanan's in the hallway and he sees these kids running around. Now, this was going to be one of them too. How do you hydrate? How do you obey your thirst? It would have been the Sprite can, but I was like, nah, because that's too easy. That's too easy. So what I would have went to was 409. But if you peeped it, did you hear how they went ahead and removed Polymer from the whole story? Polymer has moved and Paul has moved in, but we don't know that that's Paul at the moment. So Kanan sees all these kids running back and forth, and he's hearing, "Hey, I got this. I need you to go uptown, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Staten, what down? You know what I'm saying? Go over here to Harlem. I need you to move these packages." So Kanan is hearing this, and he's like, "Damn, that sounds like money. Ching ching, ching ching. Move this, move that. Ching ching, ching ching. Move this, move that. Ching ching, ching ching." But what do they need? Ching ching, ching ching. But what do they got? Clank, 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 clank. They ain't got no money. They ain't got no money. Ain't nothing worse than not having no money. I remember I went to work one day, I ain't had no money. I ain't had no money. In the cantina across the street from where I work at, they don't take card. I ain't had no money. I was in there hungry too. Stomach just a hungry. I just want a little bit of breakfast. Kanan's breakfast is a can of Sprite. So he goes around the corner to see what all the commotion and ruckus is about. We see a dude in the hallway smoking a cigarette. Kanan's looking like, damn, all right. I got to figure out what's really going on over there. What's really hood? Now Paul sees him, and Paul he's a businessman. Is he extorting these kids? No. $60 in a day back in 1992, that ain't bad. That ain't bad. $60 a day, hell, I know people making like $100 a day. Now, if I can make $100 a day, what's that, 3,000 a month? That ain't bad. If I can make $100 a day, minimum work though, 3,000 extra dollars a month, that would be real lovely. If I made an extra $3,000 a month, I'd probably be rich. You could almost consider me a thousandaire. Like, you know what I mean? Not a millionaire, but like a mid-level thousandaire. You know what I mean? Well, Kanan, he hears the commotion. And just like me, he's thinking numbers. Now, I'm thinking small time, he's thinking medium time. But the difference is he has to really get out here and get it. That's what's going to push him and drive him even harder, pause, than it would push me. Because see me, I'm kind of comfortable. You know, I got me a little money coming in. But when rents due and you ain't got that money coming in, you're trying to figure out every single hustle up under the sun. Because I'm trying to figure out where's the morning at. Hmm. Well, it ain't no morning over here. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Yeah, it ain't no sunshine over here when rent's due and you ain't got it. You ain't got it. Well, Later on that day, Kanan and them come back because they supposed to be trying to find some kind of way to get some money. And Paul is out here running game. Paul is like, all right, who wants this? Who needs to go over here? Who gonna do this? He's like, man, nah, I ain't going over there because they don't let us drink out the water fountain. Now, Paul, he's a white guy, so he really wouldn't understand. But what Paul is also saying is, nigga, no offense, drink that water before you go, and don't worry about drinking out that water fountain. That's how I live. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, fuck what they talking about. I got to do what I got to do. If you want to drop these packages off, go get money. Now, Kanan is like, how much money y'all make? He said about $60 a day. On a good day, you make do 100 trips between everybody. Slow day, you know what I'm saying? But they pay cash. What's better than making cash money moolah? Nothing. It's under the table, undocumented, no taxes. It's beautiful. Oh, Lord. I used to pass out flyers when I lived in the A. A couple of hours, make $60. Yeah, you know, just a little bit of money on the side. And then I get to go out for free, you know what I'm saying? And then blow that $60, man. Blow that $60. But it wasn't my $60 for 2-3 hours worth of work, like $20 an hour, $30 an hour. Yeah, and I go out and just, you know, just some extra money to have in my pocket. But what Kanan is thinking is the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is make the work work. You remember the famous quote, make the money, don't let the money make you. Make your money work for you. Don't go to work to just make money. Go to work to make money and then take that money and make that money work for you. And right now, Kanan is thinking, if we can make some money off of selling weed, we can make some money by making some money. We make some money making some weed, but instead we make the money by putting the money on the couriers, have the couriers do the drop-offs. All we got to do is pick up the original. Now, this is what's going through Kanan's head, and that's why he tells Famous, hey, Famous, man, you got to always know how everybody else is getting their money, how everybody else hustles. And that's really a part of life. You see what someone else is doing, you don't copy their style all the way, but you take what they're doing, you mold it and make it your own. That's how everything is created. You got the first automobile that was created. Every automobile after that was molded from the first one. You got the first plane that was made. Every plane that was made from there was taken from the original mold, but then you make it your own. You got your first smartphone. You got your iPhone, your Android. All they do is just take ideas from each other, and then they make it their own. So you got to know what the hustle is. You got to always know what the competition is doing on the market. Now, me per se, I really don't give a fuck. But you can also throw me in that category. I seen Mark Dark doing recaps. I said, that shit, I like to do recaps. So I did recaps. But then I took it to another level. I made it my own. I do these live shows, 4-5 hours. Don't nobody else do no 4-5 hour lives. But that's my lane right there. That's my market. I do breakdowns, theories, and predictions. People do breakdowns, theories, and predictions, but do they break it down like Mo break it down? No, they don't break it down like Mo break it down because Mo break down a show like a show's supposed to be broken down. But that's neither here or there. But we're talking about the competition in the market. But you also know that controversy sells. So I do see people doing the same kind of thumbnails, but I don't do the same kind of thumbnails as everybody else because I do my own thing. I stay in my own lane. But I know what everybody's hustle is. Take talking points for somebody else and do your own thing. But I don't do that. I make up my own talking points because I don't want to be in nobody's lane. I don't want nobody in my lane. Because when I get in drive, I get in drive. I put that motherfucker in sport. Right now, I'm in sport because I'm in story time. But I'm about to link that shit all the way back to Kanan because Kanan, he ain't in sport mode right now. But guess what? He's about to be in sport mode because guess why? His mama about to bring over a Mustang. But guess why? Kanan doesn't want that Mustang because Kanan is in his own lane. He don't want to follow his mama's footsteps, just like Mo don't want to follow in everybody else's footsteps. And Mo started doing lives, and now I see 19, 20, 45 motherfuckers doing live shows about the same shit. But I can't be mad because that's a part of the game. We know in the theme song that's called It's a Part of the Game. But wait a minute. Kanan tells his mama, I don't want your Mustang. If I want a car, it's a part of the game. I'll go get in the game and make my own money because he knows the hustle that Paul is doing. And he's trying to apply his hustle to Paul's hustle and make that hustle. Oh shit, Mo, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's just a Friday night. You might be talking a little bit too fast, a little too sweet. Pause that. But we off the clock right now. So I got time to just run y'all through the game because I know the game because I played the game. I am the game. Uh-oh. Mo, just keep it. You further than where we at on the slideshow, Mo. All right, my bad. Let me scale it back. Well, what Kanan is telling Famous is, listen, don't be afraid to ask questions. When I don't know something, I ask a question. Hey man, how you do that? And if they don't give me the answer, then I gotta go figure it out myself. I'll figure it out. I'll sit around, do what I gotta do. But that's the mind that Kanan has. That's where James St. Patrick got it from. That's where Tariq St. Patrick got it from. We're watching Kanan grow up. We know it's called Raising Kanan, but we're actually seeing this young man's mind start to develop. But it's only developing because he's not up under Raquel Thomas and doing exactly what she wants, like Marvin and Lulu are doing. You see, Lulu is going through it because he's been trying to do his own thing, but Rock has too much control over him. Kanan broke away from that because if you don't break away, Rock has full control over everything that you're doing. And that's why Lulu is fucking strung out on what? Well, he ain't strung out, but Lulu is a junkie off of the alky. You see what I'm saying? Now, you could be a junkie off the alky. I like the drinky. He doing some slurpy. Pause that. But what we're seeing is Kanan is actually being able to put the creative mind to use. But you can't do that under Raquel. Who else is under mind control? Marvin. What did he do? We just talked about him catching bodies for Raquel nonstop. He can't go off and do his own thing. He doesn't have any hobbies. When he was in AA, what was he doing? He was doing an amazing job. But guess what? He got drawn back in. Kanan continues to tell Famous, I will not go back up under Rock. I don't want nothing from Rock. I ain't taking nothing from Rock. He's standing on business. He's standing on business. Now, I'd be standing on business, but a nigga like me would be standing on business in a motherfucking Mustang. Now, what I want you guys to peep is, why does Tommy drive a Mustang? Kane is probably going to end up buying himself his own Mustang. He said, if I want a car, I'll go get it. So Tommy and Ghost must have seen Kanan riding around in a Mustang. Not this one per se, but he's probably going to get a Mustang. Let's see what kind of car Kanan gets. If he gets like a 5.0, then it's like, okay, Tommy was really inspired by him. But I want to see what kind of car Kanan's going to get. What kind of car y'all think Kanan's going to get? His first whip. Because I ain't going to lie to you. I'd be hitting that block in that motherfucking drop top Stang. I ain't going to lie to you. I ain't going to lie to you. They ain't all go to the rubber BBSs, but I mean, it'll work. It'll work. It'll definitely work, though. Oh, shit. Hold on. Let me see something. When did that means they were filming in 92 with the drop top Mustang. Remember when Kane?
They okay. Don't die.
What'd he get? First car he got. 5.0 Stang. The Mercedes 500, man, wasn't that 50 Cent and Get Rich or Die Trying? that would be cool. A little Benz though with a bucket hat. Yeah, mama pulled up with the whip. He said, nah, I ain't. We supposed to be boys. Man, I ain't your boy. United Colors of Bennington. That jacket cold. I ain't gonna lie to you. That jacket is cold as hell. But she tosses them the keys. They hop. Ooh, wee. Versace, Medusa head on me like I'm Illuminati. Got the BBSs. And Kanan's bringing up. Man, they saying that that cop killed herself, man. Is that true? Shit, that's word on the street, Kanan. I can't confirm or deny, but that's word on the street, Kanan. But you don't have to worry about none of that. And she's trying to get in Kanan's head. She wants Kanan to know, like, hey, mama still loves you. Mama wants you to have this car. If you need anything, Kanan, let me know. But see, the thing about Kanan is he believes that his mama had something to do with Burke getting killed. But we know that Burke killed herself. They saying it's a suicide. I mean, I don't know. That's just what they're telling me. Kanan knew Rock was lying again. Facts. Facts. Everything she says is a lie. Man, he really don't want nothing to do with her. But that's what I was talking about, being up under her spell, man. As long as Kanan isn't with her at all times, he's able to function properly. He's able to function properly. I'm gonna have to give me something to eat in a minute. Jeez Louise. Should have told Kanan to go pull up and go get some, grab something. Then who got the stingray back here? But Kanan hops out because he's tired of the bullshit. He doesn't want this Mustang. If he want a car, he will get a car. Damn. Damn. Oh, okay. So from there, Kanan's like, man, let me go ahead and put this plan together. Let me put this plan together. And he goes to talk to Paul. Now, what he's telling Paul is, listen, you got the couriers, I got the connect. Now, who is Kanan getting the work from right now? Because remember, Simrad wasn't going to give them anything because he knew that Famous would smoke up everything. So we still got to get introduced to Pops and Snaps. And we still got to see when Ronnie runs into him. So I'm trying to piece it together. With this business deal, Paul hasn't accepted it yet, but we can pretty much assume that it's going to happen next episode. So he's telling Paul, listen, I'll get you 25% of everything that is delivered. So let's say they make $10,000 a day. $2,500 goes to Paul plus a bonus. So let's just say that's another $500. So let's say $3,000 is going to Paul. Are we saying 10,000 a day, or are we going to go ahead and just be modest and say 10,000 a week? Or I say 7,500 a week. 7,500 a week is reasonable. Y'all say that starting off? 7,500 a week is fairly reasonable, I would say. So 7,500 a week. That'll be what? 2,000. We could just make it an even 2,000. Yeah. Let's do that. If we say 75 a week, that 75, 25%, 71 times 2. That's what, like 1850, 1870 something? Like 1870, 25%. Let's just say we give him $2,000 a week. $2,000 a week to Paul. We pocket 5,500. That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. 7,500. Man, fuck the drivers, man. The drivers get their money out of that 2,000 we giving this nigga, man. All right, 75. All right, 7,500, 25%, and he wants a bonus. All right, so if we do 7,500 a week, they making about 60 a day. So 60 a day times 5 is 300 a week. We give the drivers 500 a week. Give him 2,000. We give them 500 a week. We're going to take an L in the beginning, but we're going to flip that. And after like a week or two, we'll start making more profit for ourselves. So then that 500 ain't going to really hurt after we didn't ran through it a little bit. You see what I'm saying? And like Elder said, 25 for the re-up. So yeah, just in the beginning, you're going to have to take a hit in the beginning. That's just the way it is. Because you get if you paying him 25, that's overhead. That's overhead expense right there. That's automatic going into the negative. That's paying 25% of what the net is. You see what I'm saying? Because then we still got to do. So let's say out of that 7,500, 2,000 to him. If we keep 2,500 to ourselves and we just re up, yeah, we could be all right with that. We could be all right with that. Because think about it. If we can re up in the middle of the week, say it don't take a week to get the whole pack off. We re up in the middle of the week with that 25. We start re up with 5 bands a week. So we done already doubled. Like after the first week, they probably gonna be making some real bread. The first week, 2 weeks. So within a month, we could be doubling up with 5 bands. With that 5 bands, that means we're gonna probably be bringing in 3,000 a week a piece on top of what we paying him the 25%. Ooh, wee. Now that sounds like good living right there. I'm in the wrong business. I might need to go pick up a pack. Yeah, 2 to 3 times what they making. So $60 a day. What's that? 180. So 180 a day is what the drivers are making. What is that? 180. Let's just say 5 days a week. That's 900 a week. Oh shit. They making some real money. So let's just say, let's just be modest. All right. Let's just be modest. Let's say that the drivers are making 60 a day on a good day. So let's just times 2. So 60 times 2 will give us 120. And let's just say it's 8 drivers, or we'll make it even. We'll just make it even, just for easy math. So that's 1,200 a week. Well, no, that's 1,200 a day. So 1,200 a day goes to them. Plus, let's just say we give Paul 3,000, 42. So we got to be making about $7,000 a day for us to be in the, you know what I'm saying, in the black. So what is that? 7,500. So what is that? 33. There we go. There we go. You got to look at your costs and how many drivers. Yeah, that's why I was just saying. If we just said that they were gonna make 2 times what they were making, the $60 a day per person. If we just said it's 10 drivers at 120, that's 1,200 a day we'll be paying out. So we got to make at least $7,500 a day times 30. 200,000, 225,000 a month. 7,500 a day. Oh man, we saying Kane is making 2.7 in a year. Man, I'm thinking starting off like the first year. Let's just be real. Maybe no. I'm trying to give a realistic amount of money that they make in like the first year. Let's just say 200,000 in the first year. Damn it. Let's just say the first year actually hustling is 200,000 divided by 12. 16,000 a month divided by 30. Oh man, they're gonna be making more money than that. $500 a day. Damn. Yeah, they about to be making some money. I was trying to be modest with they about to be making some money, y'all. They about to be making some money. I'm thinking at least that's what they're gonna be making a month. At least 150, 160 a month. Minus, let's just say 30,000 for the drivers. Minus easy another minus 40 for Paul. That leaves them 95 between the two of them. Divide that by 2. Minus what the worker's going to be, at least 10,000, or we'll just say 15,000 a piece. Damn. All right, y'all. So we spend 30,000 on the drivers, 40,000 on Paul, 32,500 on the re-up. Nigga, we get the pocket like 40. Damn, okay. Now we talking money. Now, hey, yeah, let's just do that. Let's just do that. 5,500 a day. That's what they're gonna be making. Zay, I gave this episode a 7. It's a good episode, but I gave it a 7. Like I say, man, I can't rate every episode a 9 or a 10 because that'll be like, come on, man, that'll be lying. That'd be lying because we've seen episodes in the OG Power that were 10, and this isn't like matching up to that. The storyline is good. I like the direction that they're going in, but it was a 7. It was a good episode. It wasn't a filler, it was a build-up. But yeah, man, come on, this is the Power universe. People act like a 7 is bad. Like a 7 is great. We're grading. This isn't a Tubi scale. This is not a Tubi. This is the real deal scale. Like, come on, man. Like when I'm rating this compared to all the top dog shows, like The Wire and shit. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I got this at a 7. It's a great episode, though. I got the first episode of like an 8. I said like a 7.5 or 8. Yeah, man, they doing a good job with this. Once we get deeper into the season, once the story develops and we start seeing the wars, the Ricos, right now everything is just building up. You know what I mean? But that's good. Because I just broke down with seeing Kanan's mind actually develop, and now he's talking to Paul. We didn't ran the numbers. There's a potential huge upside for this outside of his mom's realm where he can be the man in charge. And that's why we see Kanan after this. What's happening? He's walking out and he knows that Paul was thinking about it. Paul got the numbers running. Paul got the packs going back and forth. But when he sees Kanan, he's starting to think 25% on top plus a bonus, 2 to 3 times more money than what we were making now. And we just ran the numbers. You can potentially make $30,000 to $40,000 a month, and all you're doing is getting the work from Kanan. You're not actually putting your hands on it. The couriers are actually doing the drops off. Man, there is money to be made. Ain't nothing more important than the moolah. And that's young Kanan's story. That's young Kanan's story. So when we look at Ghost and then we like, oh, Kanan was really out here. Remember, Kanan gets locked up because of Ghost, the original snitch. But he learned that from Kanan's mama, but that's neither here nor there. But we're starting to see that Kanan was really out here getting it. And that's what I want to see. That's how the story needs to develop. That's why I said this is a great episode. Now, it wasn't like over the top for me. That's why I say it's like a 7. This is a great ass build up. The separation. Kanan's mind is fucking starting to develop. Lulu is starting to step away from his sister. You see what I'm saying? But they keep getting drugged back into that bullshit. So for me, this episode was definitely a 7. But a 7 is good. And there we go, man. Episode 2, Raising Kanan. On the clock. That wasn't bad. We even kept Kanan at what? Kanan, that was 30 minutes for Kanan. Rock was like 50 minutes. But everybody else was about 30 minutes.